Here's your host, Deborah Duncan.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Great Day Houston, our Silver Lining Show. I'm getting closer to it by the minute. The goal is to help you prepare for changes in life financially, physically, and mentally as we age. Let's start with the financial piece first. What do you think is going to take for you to live comfortably for the rest of your life after retirement? Even if you move in with your grown children, if you need assistance throughout the day while they're at work, bathing, food preparation, errands, that can easily cost you a few $1,000s a month. If you need to move into an assisted living facility or need memory care, that can cost thousands more for a shared space and much, much, much more for a private room. We don't really know how long past retirement we have, and that's why your savings plan should also include long-term care. Tracie Lampson is a safe money advisor, meaning what you invest will never go backwards, even in a down market. Her other passion is to remove the fear of outliving your money and being prepared for changes in your health. In a minute, we'll share how you can get a free copy of the book she wrote about long-term care. But first, let's find out how we can prepare for the worst while still living our best. Hi, Tracie.
Good morning, Deborah. I think you're going backwards in your aging. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You're doing reverse aging.
Don't be fooled. All right. Okay. Here's the dilemma that so many people have as they near retirement. They don't want to pinch every penny. That's what my dad did. My dad pinched every penny because you never know what's going to happen. And my mom was like, but we got to spend some of our money. We're not leaving it all to the kids, right?
Right.
And so there's that balance that you have to strike there. But people have to keep in mind, we're living longer today.
Yes, we are.
Okay. So the longer we live, the more susceptible we are to serious injury or disease. Every 65 seconds, someone is diagnosed with Alzheimer's. And as we know, that can be the long goodbye.
Long goodbye.
But people think it's okay. Medical insurance covers long-term care.
Medical insurance does not cover long-term care, period, the end. The only long-term care help that you may possibly receive is if the stars are aligned properly and you go directly from the hospital to a nursing facility, they will possibly pay up to 90 days. Long-term care is custodial care. When you can't move around, who's going to come to your home? Even at my age, if I broke both of my arms, let's just say crushed them and couldn't do something for longer than a 90-day period, that triggers that long-term care benefit. We do not think about it. No one tells us about it. And now we've got millions of baby boomers who are aging without it.
Yeah.
I didn't hear about it until we were planning for retirement.
I think part of it is that, it used to be a time that you retired at 65 and died a few years later.
That's right.
And that was the thing.
And now people are living into their 90s.
Yeah. All right, my parents were 96 and 97. Is there a number of questions that when people come in and talk to you, we'll get in the piece later about how you deal with people's investments, but there are a lot of things that you go through just so you can have a plan. And one is, if you got sick and needed long-term care, someone taking care of you, where would you want to get that care?
Right. Do you want to be cared for in your home? Do you want a nursing home, assisted living? I mean, like if you live with your kids, a lot of times now, since parents are living longer, our generation is stuck taking care of parents and kids, which is called the sandwich generation.
Yep, that was
exactly.
Me.
So, you're paying for your parents, then you're trying to help pay for your kids, like we were talking about. It's what kind of care? I do not, there's something about a smell or something, I want home care. So,
if you own your home, the great thing about that is that you can age in place.
That's right. That's right.
So that removes a big cost. And my mom wanted to sell her home. She wanted to live in a community of seniors.
Right.
But just to give people an idea, it was in a 5-year period about $350,000 just for the rent on her little apartment.
Just for the rent,
Yeah.
not for anything else. The average cost, people think that they're going to spend about $41,000 on, extra medical in retirement. Try about $315,000. It just depends. 7 out of 10 people will need this at some point in their life.
Yeah.
Are you one of the 3 or the 7? And if you don't plan for it, we're in for a big, I think, awakening once all of these baby boomers age without this care.
You also walk through what can you liquidate and put in a better and safe place. So your stocks and bonds, your mutual funds, your checking and banking, what do you have there? Your annuities, IRAs, obviously, cash value of insurance, and then even your home.
That's for people that didn't plan. It's what are you going to sell first, because you have to get down to dirt cheap, $2,000-3,000 of assets, and they go back 5 years to look at your history in order to qualify for Medicaid.
Yeah.
Medicaid is, they don't put you, excuse me, Miss Jones, where would you like your bed? No, 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 no. You get a bed where Medicaid says you get a bed. So if it's 2 hours away from where where you live and you have to go visit, we've seen clients that way.
Yeah.
It's really about planning, Deborah. It's about whatever age you are, plan. The earlier, the more longer you plan, the easier it is, the less you're going to feel.
Yeah.
But the closer to retirement, and I'm not one that wants to pay for all of this. It's something you don't get.
Yeah. It's crazy. My son and I have this conversation, and he goes, "Oh, Mom, I'll take care of you and Dad."
Oh, sure.
And I think kids would like to think that they would. First of all, I know how my mom was with me. She goes, "I don't want to saddle my kids with that."
That's right.
And I don't want to do that to my son. But you have a lot of kids today who are graduating with $100, $150, $200,000 in student loan debt.
Exactly.
So now, how are you supposed to take care of your life, your children, and then take care of your parents at that point? So also when people come in and talk to you, you look at what's a better way to use your money. Tax-free long-term care, can pay for the home care, assisted living, all that type of stuff. What's a better way to use the money you have, the assets you have?
Exactly. We want to look at the full picture, and if we can do some planning where you plan or you pay kind of for your long-term care, if we have longer to plan, we can do that. Again, that's part of that guaranteed income, paycheck for life. We can also add some benefits that if you trigger a long-term care benefit, it'll double, your benefit. So there's things, if you've planned, people who have a lot of money, they need long-term care because otherwise you're going to spend through all of that money. Yeah. You'd want to talk about killing your legacy. Nothing is going to pass on because you've got to be broke before the state or anybody is going to take care of
steps
you.
in. All right. In your book, Tax-Free Money for Long-Term Care, like you said, you started thinking about this and you realized how many other people weren't prepared because they come into your office and you see. But it has all types of answers in it to the questions that we're talking about right now. But in terms of just investing your money, a lot of people will say, well, I've got stuff in the 401k right now, so I'm all good.
Right.
But, it wasn't good a few years ago when it took a 30% hit.
Exactly.
But as I started with you, I was saying that when you deal with our money, you make sure that we never lose a dime.
Exactly.
Even in a down market.
Exactly. We want to see what portion of your assets can we leave in the market, that you've grown up with, that you're so used to, but how much of that can you not afford to risk to lose?
Yeah.
That's what we want to take care of. And we want, I'm not about scaring people or, causing fear.
It's reality.
It's about things that people don't think about.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, we don't want to. We don't want to.
I didn't either.
There's two things. I think.
didn't
One
either.
is it's hard to face your mortality is one.
It is.
And being incapacitated. The other thing is a lot of us just didn't. We learned math, but we didn't learn financial math.
No one talked to us about retirement.
Yeah.
And that's what we do is we know all about when you get close to retirement, we need income. We need long-term care or something that will cover you that we can lean on in the event of some type of that.
All right. But advisors say everyone loses money sometimes, Tracie.
Deborah, you know what? That's not normal for our clients. When the market goes up, our clients' assets go up. But when the markets go down, their money stays the same. Yeah. Again, we don't want to pay for that long-term care, but it depends. Everybody's situation is different. So many people come to us and their financial advisors never asked them about their health, their longevity, their family history.
Or they never even talked to them.
Well, right. They tell them they don't need long-term care, but, well, gee, did your CPA, does he know that your aunt and your mother that are 100 and 104 are still living?
Yeah.
What happens if you're broke and you don't have anybody to pay for that?
Yeah, all right. And it starts with a financial analysis. So,
yes.
First of all, don't be afraid to come in. I think a lot of people are afraid to peek and see what they really have.
It's just to pick up the phone.
Yeah.
We make it it's so painless. We try to make it fun just because that's who we are, but it's really about getting to the core of what do you need. We can do it simply, the more questions you have, the more time it's going to take. But I just pick up the phone and call us.
Because people have come in very nervous, but they leave with peace of mind knowing exactly where they stand.
100%.
Yeah,
100%.
Right. There are several ways you can connect with Lampson Retirement Solutions. To use their link tree, simply use the camera on your phone to scan the QR code on your TV screen. Tracie Lampson has a special offer for Great Day viewers. The first 50 people who call and schedule an appointment this week will receive a complimentary financial analysis. That is a $500 value for free. you must mention Great Day Houston to get this offer. It includes a blueprint of your current financial situation and how to align your investment strategies with your retirement goals. After your analysis, you'll also receive a copy of her book, Tax-Free Money for Long-Term Care, to help with your long-term care needs. Give Lampson a call to start protecting your financial future right away. To see how Tracie can help protect your money, call 281-459-0023. Again, that number is 281-459-0023 and set up your appointment now.